clip. Hello, American-speaking dinosaurs. DailyGrace here from My Dumb Channel Live. Did you guys miss our spectacular birthday party yesterday? Well, that's dumb of you. Here's a clip.
2, 1.
Yeah, it got real weird real quick. For example, here's the aftermath. Who did this? How dare they? The symbolism here is overwhelming. Let's start today's show with MFCFYS, my favorite comment from yesterday's show. And it is from Trass97. That's so Trass of you. Give Grace a shot and then make her do a cartwheel! Exclamation points. Okay, I am the internet's greatest puppet, so I will do anything you say. Whoa, what magic is this? There is a shot placed conveniently below camera. It's water. Wink. Cheers! Okay. And now a cartwheel. Take this, Gabby Douglas. Can you do this? Nailed it. Nailed it. 15s from all the judges. What's the deal with that scoring anyway? Didn't it make more sense when they were scored out of 10? Anyway, guys. What a way to start this off. USA! I have a very, very exciting guest on today's show with me. She is one of the stars of the Disney series Shake It Up, and her name sounds like a heroine in a teen vampire saga. Please welcome Bella Thorne! Yay! Look at this adorable little girl. Thank you so much for being here, Bella.
Thank you. I love the room. It's full of cats.
She's a cat person, we just found out. You have 3 cats?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Marilyn, Penny, and May Louise.
And May Louise. Where did you get the names from?
Well, May Louise, the cat was born on the day that my grandmother died. So my grandmother's name is May Louise. So she's very much like my grandmother, I would say. She has a huge personality. My cat's always like, May! She says her own name.
What?
When she meows, she says, May!
This is the smartest cat in the whole world.
I know. And then Marilyn is deaf because she is white and blue eyes. And then Penny is a Maine Coon, and she's been given to 9 different homes. And so we kept her.
Wow, she is well traveled, some might say. Well, thank you so much for being here. It's time for Bella and I to take some of your internet cues and A them. I reached out to you guys on Twitter with the hashtag MyDumbChannelLive to ask for your questions. So now let's answer some. I believe we have a Twitter question first.
Okay.
This is from Sup Michaela. Sup Michaela. What was your favorite episode of Shake It Up to film?
My favorite episode of Shake It Up to film is probably the most craziest ones. I mean, we have the Weird It Up episode is when our characters go on a reality show.
What?
It's called Weird It Up, and in the episode we get thrown in a dumpster with real food, real spaghetti and meatballs and Subway. It was disgusting.
What a waste of food.
I know. And then we had feet shoved in our faces. And Zendaya got really lucky because she was on this side of me and Cameron's on this side. And so they didn't really have to show her feet. And we knew him too. His name is Jamie. And he's the stand-in on our show. Yeah.
Nice.
And all they did was put like just brown makeup on his foot. But the guy that walked in for me, I was like, he was like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. I was like, oh, makeup did a good job. And he goes, yeah, I haven't been through makeup yet. And I was like,
gross. So now you're dating him.
Ew.
That's real sweet. I have to make a confession to you. My favorite character on the show is Henry.
Yes, we love Buddy.
Buddy is, oh my God, I never
So
thought I'd want to have children. And then I saw Buddy and my heart yearned to have him as my child.
Oh, they're about to say boyfriend.
Oh, no. Not this kind of show. Not this kind of show. Not
like,
here. We
I
do
was
not
like-
stand for that. No. Just as I want to just like care for him. I want to show him
He's
care
so
and love.
cute.
He's
isn't he?
adorable.
Yeah, he's really smart too.
Adorable. Let's take another Twitter question. What do we have? This is from My the Eskimo. How long have you known Zendaya? Is that how I pronounce her name?
Zendaya.
Zendaya. How long have you known Zendaya?
Zendaya and I, actually, we've met a few times, but we never really got to, like, know each other. Just like, oh,
Right.
hi, I'm Zendaya, I'm Bella. And we met at the mix and match for Shake It Up. There was 10 mix and matches that we had to go through, which is 10 separate times. That's right, 10.
Disney Channel does
And
not go
Squeakers.
easy on you. That is crazy.
I know.
And you
We
guys were
just-
at each one every time?
Yeah. We just had instant chemistry, and then at the test there was no CC, and there was all Rockies. And then Zendaya and I went in together, and I was like, okay, this is gonna work.
This is magic.
This is it.
This is pure, unadulterated magic. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Do you guys get to hang out off set?
Yeah, we like to dress up as boys and go to City Walk.
Who doesn't? Who does it? What is your go-to look for a boy?
We washed off all the makeup. It was a shooting day, so we washed off all our makeup, and then we put our hair back in a bun with a hat over it, like a really
like a boy would do.
swaggy hat. Yeah, exactly. And then we went and we raided the wardrobe department, and we put on like deuces and Taya's clothes.
Wait, what's a deuce? I don't know. I'm old. I'm an old person. What's a deuce?
Deuce is
Oh, you put on Deuce's clothes.
Yeah,
okay.
Deuce's clothes.
I thought a deuce was like an article of clothing, and I was like, I don't know this hip term.
No, it's just his clothes, and so,
The earphones too? Do you take the earphones?
No, we did not, but we had like really cool sneakers on, except it looked really weird. They were my dance sneakers. And it looked so weird because they were tiny. So it looked like a boy walking around with really tiny feet.
A European boy, some might say. Very European. Let's take another Twitter question. This is from Vlog Fuchsia. I was wondering if Bella has always been a dancer or if she had to learn when she got cast for Shake It Up.
I was never a dancer before the show. Nope, I
Could have
started-
fooled me.
Oh,
Your moves
thank
on the
you.
show are so fresh, as they say. Right? They say that, right?
Not anymore. Yes, thank you though. Yeah, I started dancing in between the pilot and the actual pickup. I did 6 months
my
of
God.
just straight three dance classes a night of dancing.
That is crazy. So now what is your favorite style of dancing? Do you have a favorite?
Probably hip hop. That's just always the go-to.
Yeah.
Just crunk, just getting it.
That's
It's-
kids. That's what kids do. They do that. Let's take a YouTube comment now. This is from Dana Ob13. Would you ever join a flash mob dancing and why? Join a flash mob dancing.
I don't know. I don't even know how that works.
I think I would, but I feel like I would get overwhelmed by everyone doing the choreography that I would forget all of the choreography instantly.
I think it's just hard because everyone does the move differently because, it's just a flash mob.
Right.
And, on the show you have to be you have to look like everyone else. So it's
Right.
kind of difficult because everybody will look a little bit different.
Right. It's like the Olympic opening ceremonies. That was a weird, elongated flash mob, some might say. Let's take another YouTube comment. This is from Lala Band Page. What's your inspiration, Bella? P.S. I love you so much. I also love DailyGrace so much too. Whoa, caps means they're serious.
I love you too. What's my inspiration? Well, that depends on what.
What about acting?
What's my inspiration for acting?
Like who are some actors or actresses that you
that I
idolize,
love.
that you feel inspired
I love
by?
Emma Watson and Natalie
Yeah.
Portman and Christian Bale.
You have a Natalie Portman, Emma Watson, Christian Bale vibe about you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I vibe like a guy.
Well,
Awesome.
you dress up like
Yes.
So maybe it's just exuding after all the dressing up. No, Emma Watson, I'm also a huge fan of Emma Watson.
She's just great.
She can
She's
do no wrong.
ridiculously great.
And as two redheads, you guys should get together. Maybe you should remake that, what was the Lindsay Lohan film that she did that made her famous when she was younger?
Oh, Parent Trap.
Parent Trap. You guys could remake Parent Trap, sort of. But maybe as not twins, as just sisters.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of a different movie. We'll talk about it after the show. Let's take another YouTube comment. This is from Jana X. Who is your celebrity crush? Ooh.
I don't have a celebrity crush. I have, some actors that I'm like Ryan Gosling. I really admire his acting skills. Like in Crazy Stupid Love, he had to be, still dramatic but still funny, and that's really hard to do at the same time.
It's true. I admire his acting skills, his abs. They're wonderful. They're really fun. Let's take another comment. What do we have? This is from Caesar Valls. Who's your favorite singer? Ooh.
Well, right now I really like Frank Ocean. I think everyone likes Frank Ocean though. He's really cool. I love the song Thinking About You.
Did you see the Justin Bieber new music video?
For As Long As You Love Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
It's like you're singing with blood on your face.
He got beat up by a dad. It's an emotional roller coaster is what it is. So you should check it out and create an opinion for yourself.
It was really cool.
It was really wonderful. I actually really enjoyed it. It's
too.
pretty good. Let's take a Twitter question. What do we have here? This is from Steve Dog 412. I'm a horrible dancer. Can you teach me some of your sweet moves, please? Okay. I think we can. Bella, can you teach me as well maybe one of your favorite dance moves?
Well, my favorite dance move is the Wu-Tang. It might not look as cool in what I'm wearing.
Okay, I don't know what that is or how it happens.
It's if you look it up on YouTube, it's really cool. People doing the Wu-Tang. It's really simple.
Okay.
And okay, first you have to learn the hands, and the hands are like this. We call them Barbie doll hands.
Oh, these are like my natural awkward hands. They're always like this. They're always cupped.
Good, then this will be easy for
Hooray!
you. Okay, so we go. You kind of just like slash across.
Okay.
Just, you kind of have to think of that.
Okay.
And then you go to the other side.
Right.
And then you go double in front, and when you play a really cool song and you have hip-hop clothes on, including dance shoes, it looks really cool. And you do it all together, and it just goes, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4.
Oh my gosh, I can do this.
Boom, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm so hip. Wu-Tang for life. That's amazing. My favorite dance move is called the point and tap. It's just this, tap and point. Tap and point, tap and point, tap and point. Makes me laugh every time.
Good.
Yeah, real simple, really impressive at weddings and like graduations, reunions, that sort of thing. It's universal.
The hot move today.
Yeah, you can. It's basically like the Wu-Tang taken up a notch. Let's take a Twitter question, shall we? This is Cover Snails. What Olympic sport would you introduce that you could win a gold medal in?
Swimming. That's right. I love to swim.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do.
Well, you're from Florida, right?
Yeah, so of course.
Where in Florida are you from?
Pembroke Pines.
Okay, where is that relation to that awkwardly shaped state? I don't know where it is. Oh no.
Okay, let's just stick with Miami.
Miami. Oh,
Yeah, let's just stick with
Benvenina,
Miami.
Miami. Yeah, Will Smith made a whole song about it. You can look that up on the internet as well. Let's take a comment from YouTube, shall we? This is Ishmam1234567. Cool username. If you could be any breakfast food, what would you be? If you could be physically any breakfast food, what would you be? Oof.
I probably wouldn't be a breakfast food. I would be hot sauce.
Whoa!
Sriracha.
She went there.
Yeah, I would be a hot sauce.
What is your favorite hot sauce?
I really like sriracha. I like not a big fan on Tabasco sauce.
No.
It's just,
Have you tried Chipotle Tabasco sauce?
No, I haven't, but I will make sure to check that out.
Please, if there's one thing I can leave you with, please try Chipotle Tabasco sauce. It'll change your world.
Oh,
It's delicious.
It will change.
But
my
I just
world.
got into sriracha as well.
Oh.
And it's great on everything. You can put it on
green pepper.
absolutely anything.
Zendaya and I put it in our ramen noodles and you let it cook.
They're geniuses. No wonder they're best friends. Let's take a Twitter comment. What do we have on Twitter? This is from ex-Broadway Addict. Can you and Bella do the Grace face together?
Okay, what's the Grace face?
Okay, Grace face is a very simple thing. Think about like uppercutting your chin, but not really. It's just this. It's a really cute little... And then there's a sound effect that goes with it. Ready? Let's see if this works. 1, 2, 3. It just magically happens when people
Is that like a
Grace
light
face.
bulb kind of thing going on?
Yeah, it sort of, yeah. It's like having a beautiful moment. It's just
I started thinking.
yeah, it's a beautiful moment in time.
For me, that doesn't come often.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
CC moments.
CC Moments. Oh, it's such a great name. Well, that's it for the show today, guys. Thank you, Tiny Bella, for being here and sharing this magic with me. You guys learned so much about her. You should feel privileged.
Hot sauce.
Hot
That's
sauce.
the way to go. Love you guys.
She would be a hot sauce. Now, when and where can they watch you on television if they're dumb and they don't know?
Well, I assume they are not dumb.
Okay. that's nice of you.
You guys can tune in to Shake It Up Sundays at 8:30, but also don't forget to catch our special episode, Made in Japan. Yeah, it premieres August 17th, and our music video comes out tomorrow for Fashion is My Kryptonite. I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing.
That sounds awesome. And what about online? You're on Twitter and Tumblr, right?
Of course I
Oh, she's got it all.
My Twitter is Bella Thorne, so you can catch me on there. And then my Tumblr is Bella Thorne, aka CC Jones, because Bella Thorne was taken.
Find that girl.
So it's super long.
Find that girl and murder her. Don't, just kidding. Teaching you a lot of things not to do today. And don't forget to check out myself, Daily Grace, every other day of the week on mydomchannel.com/dailygrace. Until next Thursday, live long and proper. One more Grace face. Bye.